Hey, what's going on, guys? Dom here, and this video is going to be whether Bruce Wayne inadvertently set a trap for the Gotham Knights or not. Let's get started. In what is essentially his will, Bruce Wayne leaves the Belfry to the Knights as a base. First, what is the Belfry? The Belfry is another base of operations frequented by the Bat family, but it may be a bad idea to use it as a base of operations for the Gotham Knights. To understand why a building, namely the Belfry, is a bad idea, we have to establish why buildings in Gotham are dangerous. In 2011's Batman: The Court of Owls, The 13th Hour, we go back to Gotham City in 1922. Alan Wayne, Bruce Wayne's great-great-grandfather, built half of the city, but had grown seemingly senile in his old age. He would spout things such as, "Their nests are all around, they're in my home." What exactly was Alan saying? Bruce Wayne inquires to Alfred what he knows about owls, since he's already an expert on bats. Before we go on, how does this pertain to the Gotham Knights? Has the game made it a point to highlight Gotham's buildings as important? Well, yes, it was one of the first pieces of information we got about the game, and architecture was the main focus. Back to Bruce and Alfred. Bruce surmises that cities are historically places of superstition. Black cats, a 13th guest at a dinner table was bad luck, just to name a few. Alan Wayne was one of the first men to eliminate a 13th floor from his buildings, and that's half the city. Alan made a space in between the 12th and 14th floor, a false floor, to house the bad luck in the building. How does this pertain to owls? Owls are one of the rare birds that don't build their own nests. They find nests abandoned and take them over. Did I mention that owls are predators to bats? It's probably noteworthy. Alan Wayne had a trust for assisting young architects to progress Gotham's skyline. Bruce found nearly 20 buildings Alan's fund made, the most recent in the last 5 years. But was the Belfry abandoned or one of the old buildings Alan made? Yes, it was. The Belfry first debuted in Detective Comics issue 935 in August of 2016. It was created by Red Robin, or Tim Drake, as a base of operations for the Gotham Knights. Tim placed the base in the Old Wayne Tower. Why is that tower important? Prior to Bruce figuring out that the Court of Owls were using Alan Wayne's buildings as bases, he was attacked in Old Wayne Tower along with a politician named Lincoln March. In 2011's Batman Trustfall, the would-be assassin was the Court of Owls' Talon. Bruce was kicked out of the building, and during a 30-story fall, the Talon exclaimed to Bruce his thrill for assailing Wayne's. Bruce survived by landing on a gargoyle. How? Because he's the goddamn Batman. Later, Batman tracked down the 5 most prominent gangs in Gotham that handled smuggling anything in and out of Gotham and questioned them. He surmised that if the assassin went through the rail lines the gangs used, then one of them had to have seen him and taken toll to allow his passage for the attempted assassination. Inquiring about the assassin, he believed they led into the tower. Through a voice-scanning polygraph, the gang member was telling the truth about not having any knowledge of an Owlman. Bruce figured out he didn't travel to Old Wayne Tower. The assassin was already in the building to begin with. Old Wayne Tower and the Belfry are the same building. In Gotham Knights, Nightwing, Red Hood, Robin, and Batgirl have been instructed by Bruce to use the building as a base of operations without knowing the Talons most likely already occupy the building on the 13th floor. So how do the comics tie into the game itself? On September 10th, the Gotham Knights official Twitter named 9 specific comics. Court of Owls was on that list. If the Talons occupying Old Wayne Tower or the Belfry is an important plot point, honestly, I'd be surprised. Let me know what you think. Did Bruce inadvertently set up the Knights? How much info did he know about the Talons prior to his death? Comment down below, drop a like, subscribe for more, and have a great day.